So good evening, Emmanuel. Sorry for the delays and all the procrastination because I know say it's not easy for me and you, Sha, but we just thank God. So I have to drop this one. So before we start talking about demand and supply zone, I want to give you a hint. Do you understand? A hint of what you'll be seeing as I'm going to talk. Well, this is a video on its own. It's a separate video, okay? So I'm going to give you a hint of the demand and supply zone. Okay, or I'll give you an abbreviation. So because with this abbreviation, you'll be able to understand this demand and supply zone. Okay, because this abbreviation I'm going to list is not is as in demand and supply zone is useless without mentioning this abbreviation. So I want if I mention the abbreviation, you get able to know what I'm talking about because you'll be like, oh, I don't know this one. I don't know what is BOS because I'm going to be using this abbreviation, these words, these acronyms to teach this demand and supply zone. In fact, demand and supply zone is useless without mentioning this abbreviation. So these abbreviations are BOS, meaning break of structure, okay? Break of structure, okay? Sorry. Break of structure. We have the second one, OB, which means the other block, okay? As simple as that. Okay, we have the last one, okay, the FVG, which means the fair value gap, or you call it an imbalance, okay, or imbalance, just that, okay, fair value gap. I don't know whether you have heard this acronym before in trading, because actually now we are not trading, we are no more in basics again, okay? So do you understand? So with this strategy now, with this demand and supply strategy I'm about to teach you, if you master it well, okay, you'll be able to be trading on your own self without any help. See, trading is not that difficult though. It's just you knowing what you are doing, knowing the mechanism that goes around it without, you know, without hitting around the bridge, because that is it. For you to succeed, you have to know what you are doing. About just just click here buy. You understand? You have to know what you are doing. Do you understand? So these are the topic we are going to be treating, because remember what I told you, this is a hint. Okay, I've not even started explaining what demand and supply zone means. Okay, so I'm just giving you a hint. So I'm going to list out the topics we are going to be treating. Okay, the number one, okay, topics either. We'll be talking about the meaning of demand and supply zone, okay? The second one, we're going to be talking about the criterias. Okay, when I mean the criteria, these are what I mean. These are the things, the pinpoint you see, the details, or which word will I use to put it? The hint, the things you will see, and that will make you to call it a demand or supply zone. I don't know the actual word to use to the criteria, the concepts, the things that made up let me say the things that made up demand and supply zone. Okay, that is what I mean. The BOS, the other block. These are the things you be like, if you see it, you say, oh, this is a good demand, and oh, this is a good supply, because they have valid demand and supply zone and invalid one, because it's not every demand area or demand zone that you map out is a valid one. Some are not. Some of the ones we map out are invalid. So with the criteria, you'll be able to know the good demand and supply zone, the valid ones. Okay, so the third one we're going to be talking about, the third one in our topics, is the entry and exit. Okay, what I mean the entry and exit is just how to enter a trade using this demand and supply zone strategy. Okay, how to enter and how to exit. Okay, that's why I told you, if you learn this demand and supply zone very, very well, this strategy very, very well, you'll be able to trade on your own. You'll be able to enter the trade on your own. Like, that is the entry, and leave, because a good dancer should know when to leave the stage and be able to leave, exit the trade very, very, very well. And if someone sees you, he might think you're a pro because it doesn't even take time to learn all these things. Okay. So the last one we are going to be talking about the tricks. This is a bonus actually. The secret tricks. Okay. What I mean by secret tricks, these are things you will see and you consider it as a very good demand and supply zone. Remember, these secret tricks and criterias are different things. Okay. They they hold this sorry they hold different things. Criteria are just things that makes up a demand zone, things that makes up a very good demand and supply zone. Secret tricks are like the tricks that you see or you can pinpoint from the MetaTrader 5 and say, oh, this is a good demand though. E be like say I go enter here, e be like say I no go enter here. This one is not a good one. As in, you'll be able to differentiate a good one and a bad one. Why criteria is what makes up a demand zone. What will you see and say, oh, this is a very good demand zone, this is a very good supply zone, this is a very good area. Okay, actually, let me clean all these things. Okay, these are the topic we are going to be talking about. Okay, that's all. So actually, remember, this is a hint I'm giving. I've not even start teaching. Okay. Okay, this is a good hint. Okay, for example now. Okay, see, demand. Let me just give a hint. Okay, demand is an area where price is grossly buying. Do you understand? Okay, let me say, okay, price is like going like this, like this, like this, like this. Oh, sorry. Price is coming like this. Sorry. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. This is your demand zone now. And price moved up like this. This place you mapped out is now called your demand zone. Okay. This is called the demand zone. If you don't call it a demand zone, you can call it a support zone. Okay. Some people call it support zone. Okay. When you hear a demand area, a demand zone, this is what you can call it. It means actually a support area. Okay, it's a key area. Wait, what am I even writing? It's support. My spelling. This fine here, no easy. Okay, this area. Okay, this thing I mapped out now. This place is called demand, where price is ready to buy, like aggressively, impulsively to the upside. Do you understand? This is what we call the demand. So this is what I'm telling you. So if you see that place, you'll be able to say, oh, this is a very good demand area. Okay, this is an area, this is a zone. That's why it's called an area or a zone, because you're going to map it out. Okay, if you don't call it a demand, you can call it a support zone. Okay, when you hear demand, it's just support zone or a key level. Okay, just that is it. Okay, vice versa, we'll talk about the supply now. Remember what I said, demand is a place in an area where price it has the gross of selling, have the gross of buying, have the gross of buying to the upside. Okay, that is what demand zone is. Supply zone, actually, let me give an example. This is a sketch actually. Okay, let me see, price is going like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Let me do it well. Okay, let me clean this. Price is going like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, let's see this price. Let me clean this top. Okay, let me clean. Can you see that? This is a sketch, or it's not meant to look like this. Let me clean it. Let it look well. You see that? So here now is the supply zone. Okay, supply zone is the area where price has the gross of selling downwards. This is what we call a supply area or a supply zone. If you don't call it supply zone, you call it, if you don't call it supply, you call it resistance, okay? Like now, when you hear resistance or supply zone, it just simply means demand and supply zone. So I don't want you to be confused, okay? So let me clean it up and just show you in details. This is just a hint. I've not started even teaching, okay? So when I say demand, it's actually support, okay? When price have the gross and impulsive and aggressive move to the upside aggressively, a gross of buying upside, okay, to the upside, okay, which is called support zone, okay, or support area. So supply is the area where the price have the growth of selling downwards. If you don't call it supply, you call it resistance, okay? That's what it means, okay? So demand actually simply means, okay, let me just in a layman understand it. As in forex is sweet too. It's easy to understand, okay? Demand is actually buying, like this. Supply, this is demand, okay? An impulsive move to the upside is just demand. Supply is going down like this, where there is you map out your area and price is grossly. It's not just there's a way you see a candle, you are going to, these are the tricks. There's a candle you see, there's a criteria you see. You map out, you'll be able to map out your supply zone. So supply zone is when price is selling impulsively to the downside. It's moving down. See, this is just it, okay? So I'll be teaching you now. So I'm done with the hint, okay? This is what you'll just be hearing, okay? Both the abbreviation and everything. So this is just the hint. So I'll go in depthly to teach you now. Then as I'm teaching, I'm going to the MetaTrader 5 to give you an example, okay? Thank you.